Agare after ke khanne go le tshwarisa. Minister of what did I first direction of cancel my contract.
Hello there, guys, and welcome to the daily updates. For the last 30 years or so, we've seen a movement that has been given total power. The movement has been given power because Africans have suffered under oppression of apartheid. The only solution for them was to say that, let us vote for a black party that is going to emancipate us. Well, we had a president, Nelson Mandela, who did what he could do in order for us to advance. We also had Thabo Mbeki, Jacob Zuma, Cyril Ramaphosa. So if you look at the work of those presidents, some might be good, some might be bad. The current situation that we are looking at is what many call cadre deployment. They are deploying people without needed experiences in portfolios that are very important, like the Minister of Police. You have a Minister of Police who's allegedly involved with criminals, a police officer who is supposed to save and protect the people of South Africa, and also on the other side, a tenderpreneur who comes from the system of that same movement. A former teacher has been given a portfolio of the police. This person has no experience at all, no background, nothing, but is being given such a crucial portfolio. Then you wonder, as a president, when you give that person such a portfolio, what is the intention? Because what we are hearing currently is that that same person that was given the portfolio of the police without any experience was planning to take over to become the president of the ANC. Hopefully, for him, would be the president of South Africa. This next story that you're about to watch is about Matlala exposing the Minister of Police, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, and also General Sibiya, the Deputy Police Commissioner. According to Witness C at the Madlanga Commission, Witness A, B, C, at one point they followed Matlala. He was driving in his Mercedes-Benz, and while driving, Matlala realized that there might be cars that are following me. So he decided to accelerate. And while busy accelerating, those behind him also decided that we must increase the speed so that we can catch up with this person. As the cars were in motion, Matlala hit a pothole. That is when he decided to stop. Well, they arrested him, took him to the police station. That's when a man decided that I am not going to go down alone. He decided to start snitching. The next video that you're about to watch is Matlala letting loose on the relationship between him and Senzo Mchunu. Please have a listen.
When we were doing the surveillance on him, as I have indicated earlier, we surveilled him and we were standing from a bit of a distance when he proceeded to a certain estate in Midrand, with which I have just indicated that he said he was there at the former Commissioner Ms. Ria Pierre's premises. Then when he left that premises, his motorcade was driving at a very high speed. And as they were driving at a very high speed, we couldn't catch him as it was driving at a high speed. And fortunately, unfortunate for him, he hit a pothole along the new road. So then his Mercedes-Benz came to a standstill on the side of the road. Thank you. Upon his arrest, he was read, his rights were read to him, and then we informed him that he was being arrested for 3 counts of conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, and we proceeded to Boksburg SAPS. And whilst upon arrival at Boksburg SAPS, before he could be charged, he indicated that he would want us to talk. Then we requested an office whereby myself, Witness A, and Witness B we were afforded an office, and we indeed had a talk with him. Okay. When we were talking now, remember now, it is now myself, witness A and witness B. Witness A and witness B were not present on the 6th of December 2024 when we did the raid. He started again telling us of his connections with the high-ranking officials of the SAPS, and also started name-dropping again and indicating that it was he was close to the minister, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, and the person named Brown Mohoti. As we go further, he even told us that he had been used by the Deputy National Commissioner, Lieutenant General Sibiya, that they wanted to get through to our boss, which is Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo.
Well, Senzo Mchunu in the past confirmed that he doesn't have any relationship with Ket Matlala or even Brown Mohoti. Now, what we are hearing from Ket Matlala is that he knows Senzo Mchunu very well. Now, as witness C continues, he says that there was a plan to make Senzo Mchunu the president of the ANC. This plan would come in the form of money. Ket Matlala, a very rich man, a tenderpreneur, would transfer money using his company to Brown Mohoti. And that money would go from Brown Mohoti to Senzo Mchunu. That would be funding his campaign to become the president of the African National Congress. While you are on that issue, you must then wonder, how many more presidency have been bought in the African National Congress? When you see Senzo Mchunu trying to buy his way into the presidency, I mean, put aside money and all these things, the man is not even qualified to be the minister of SASA. I don't know if that thing even exists. So back to the story. This man who's not qualified for that for any position is trying to become the president of the ANC, which in turn we know if they win, he's going to become the president of this country. What a shocker. If you are sitting there and wondering what would happen if you have Senzo Mchunu as the president of the country and the man has to address the SONA, what a torture would be going through. So basically, witness C says that there was a plan to fund the presidency of Senzo Mchunu. Without wasting any time, please have a listen.
I jokingly asked if he had, he believed if Minister Mchunu will succeed in the presidency campaign for the ANC, and he indicated that now he did not believe that the minister will win in his campaign, but he was afraid of discouraging him. And that he also informed us pertaining our raid on the 6th December 2024 that he complained to Brown Mohoti and the minister that yes, the police have raided his house on the 6th of December and nothing has happened as yet.
Thank you, Witness C. Please then proceed to detail the kind of assistance that Mr. Matlala says he received from the minister. This is with reference to paragraph 95 of your statement.
Thank you. In his response pertaining the assistance that he got for the 6th December raid at his house, he said the minister had engaged with his security and they have utilized the grabber machines in order to identify the SAPS members who had been investigating him and who had raided his house at on the 6th of December. And that is where now Mr. Mchunu had sent him the vehicle registration numbers of the cars that we were using when we went to his house.
So Witness C, as a policeman, he belongs to the group of Dumisani Khumalo. Now, what we are hearing is that Brown Mchunu, Senzo Mchunu, and Shadrack Sibiya wanted to get back at Khumalo by using this guy called Matlala. Now, after the raid at the house of Matlala, Senzo Mchunu, Brown Mchunu, Shadrack Sibiya, they advise Matlala to say that this is the chance. Go and open a case and say that you've lost a watch, you've lost a MacBook, and firearms were lost. This would be a plan to get back at Dumisani Khumalo and probably destroy the investigations that have already started in the form of arresting Matlala. When you go further with the story, you realize that the arrest of Matlala was the one that started everything, because at some point, Witness C says that Matlala really realized that, well, I'm being arrested and I'm not being helped. These guys who should be intervening, they are not intervening now because Dumisani Khumalo is in charge. After realizing that, that is when he started to snitch. After snitching, the only possible solution was for him to go to the former minister, Mr. Cele.
When I was talking to Brown Mchunu, I was telling Brown Mchunu what I'm going to put on the affidavit. Affidavit, I'm going to put it. I was supposed to put it tomorrow, and then Friday it was supposed to go to High Court. So they will do it on my behalf. But I'm going to put minister there and then incriminate him. This is what he did. So that our now is playing dirty, because he cannot force me to do something to come to wrong.
Witness C, are you able to summarize the content of the clip, including the portions that were in vernacular, please?
Thank you, Commissioners. There, in summary, it is where Mr. Matlala has indicated that in the morning of his arrest, he had written to Brown Mchunu, informing him that he's going to make an affidavit at the High Court, and also that he was going to implicate the minister because of his criminality, because the minister, after he had refused to open a case against the team or the police, then the minister cancelled his contract.
He goes to Cele to say that, well, minister, you've been a minister of police before. I don't know if they had dealings, but he basically said, you've been a minister of police before. I want your help. There are 3 guys who want me to open a case and say that there were items stolen, but I know, and I'm even wearing a watch that they want me to say stolen, and it is not even stolen. That is when Cele advised him not to even go further with that case. This is what we got at the ad hoc committee when Cele told us the same story. Matlala was in communication with Mchunu and his team, and when he realized that things are not working, he went back to Cele to say that, help me. And by wanting help, he booked him a very luxurious place to go and sleep, his own penthouse. Well, being a politician that he is, Cele took that opportunity because, as you know, politicians would do anything just to sleep in white sheets. Before I move into the issue of General Sibiya, I must say the last part of information that we got is that there was 500,000 that was paid for the ANC January 8. When they went there to that January 8, which happens each and every year, he paid 500,000 for the comrades of the ANC, that is Matlala. It is not just about Senzo Mchunu. It is not just about him and the relationship with Mchunu. There are members of the ANC and also those who are in parliament who enjoyed luxury because of that corruption money, that is 500,000.
See, In light of the chairperson's question, are you able to identify the two voices in the clip? One sounds like a female.
Yes, commissioners. The female is witness B, and the male is witness C.
Whereas you've just told us for it, you funded him,
Yes.
the flight and stuff.
Yes, meaning he's biting me from one room against a smile. And that's why I didn't get it. I was in Turkey, but I look at my phone, you can open it to see.
And that one?
That one, it is Mr. Matlala.
Because I get a waiting today to Brown Court. They say this to the minister. So I did that January 8th. Even on my bank statements, I think you'll see them. I hope that they come back again.
Okay?
My bank statements, you'll see. I hope that they come back. The flight, the accommodation, I give them money or entertainment, all those things.
You gave them how, cash or you
No.
I can hear the still witness C and Mr. Matlala. Did he count only the three?
Witness A, B, and C in the room, as well as Mr. Matlala.
I don't remember. I don't remember him identifying the voice of witness A.
I apologize, Chairperson. Maybe let me put the question to the witness. Witness C, please then identify for the commission the voices of the individuals that we've heard thus far.
Up to this point, witness C, have we heard witness A?
Not yet, commissioners. If you just, from where you paused, if you just proceed, witness A will ask will make a clarity on the version by Mr. Matlala.
All right, thank you, please.
In Cape Town, obviously, it was left here. To this company with a Khawla, if you see a company called Khawla, you can have a very excited to take money.
Khawla?
Yeah, something Khawla is just one.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's a name of a company.
Yeah. General company.
It's a
Khawla, PTY, or what?
I didn't pay attention to those things.
so when if
Thank you, Witness C. We heard a voice that you identified as Mr. Matlala make specific mention of a company called Khawla. Can you confirm that you heard that?
That is correct, I heard that.
And then please inform the commission of the role that he says this bank account played in the issue of financial support.
That is the company that Mr. Matlala will make payments through to his bank account.
And this account was then used in support of the delegates for the January 8 conference. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And a final question on this score, Witness C. What is the relevance of the bank statement that Mr. Matlala referred to in the recording?
It is that should we go on to the bank statements, then we will get those payments for the flight tickets and the accommodation.
In this next part, we hear of how Ket Matlala portrayed Sibiya as a person who likes money and also a corrupt person.
Witness C, you were at paragraph 111, please.
Thank you. Mr. Matlala also indicated that there was an instance when General Sibiya's son was getting married, and he was invited to that party thereof, and on at that event, he had given General Sibiya an amount of 300,000 in support to in support of that marriage or a party. At another instance, he indicated that I can rather say it also in the vernac that he used. He said, yeah, General Sibiya, orata mali chelete dama. So meaning that General Sibiya loves money a lot, cause he the time he went to his office at the national head office of SAPS, whereby he wanted a resolution into the issue of him utilizing the clinic at Pretoria West SAPS Academy. And then General Sibiya instructed him to place the money in the dustbin at his office. It was like he has a bathroom attached to his office.
Witness, you've been specifying the amounts. Was this amount not specified? Just say place money.
Thank you, Commissioner. For this amount, he didn't specify as to how much it was. And that question was never also asked as to how much was it.
Witness C, please then proceed to explain the contents of paragraphs 112.
Thank you. In January 2025, Mr. Matlala indicated that General Sibiya informed him that he is buying a plot in Midrand, and the plot was to be registered under the names of his wife, and they are intending to convert that plot into a bread and breakfast. And for that, Mr. Matlala has indicated that he had given General Sibiya an amount of 2 million rands towards the purchasing and the...
So according to witness C, there was a person who was called Mswazi, a very rich and dangerous taxi owner in Pretoria. Unfortunately, he has since passed away in April 2024. So basically, this dangerous Mswazi was in communication with Shadrack Sibiya, Deputy Police Commissioner. They would frequently meet at a farm of Mswazi where they would be having conversations, and Ket Matlala joined on that meetings. Well, he joined and became part of the team, and when Mswazi died, Sibiya told Ket Matlala that since Mswazi has passed away, you would be in charge of giving me the money. That was 500,000 rands at a time. So now that Mswazi is dead, you have Ket Matlala, who would be replacing that position, as according to Shadrack Sibiya. He says that I cannot let that tap dry. You must come in and patch, which means you are the kingpin now. I really cannot help but stress this enough to say that, well, if it wasn't for General Mkhwanazi, would really not know all the details that was surrounding Ket Matlala, Senzo Mchunu, Brown Mokhotsi, and Shadrack Sibiya. And it's such a shame that you have Shadrack Sibiya, who came to the ad hoc committee before all this information could be shared. One looking at it could just say that maybe, just maybe, the ad hoc committee should have just waited before they got these big guns. They have since appeared at the ad hoc committee, but not at the commission. which now might be rendering the ad hoc committee useless because you got information that is not enough. The only focus should be on the commission because they are going step by step on the details. Shadrack said that I have no relationship, I know nothing. Senzo said that I have no relationship, I know nothing. When we started, I said that there are three people, a politician, a policeman, and a tenderpreneur. It cannot be that our country is run by such people. It is also a worry that we have a president that has been there during the COVID, during the corruption of COVID, and is still here. But he never knew about all these things that goes on. Well, maybe he knew. He just didn't want to tell us that he knew about it. But to such an extent that we had a person who wanted to replace Ramaphosa by becoming the president and he was just keeping mum, it is a worry. I mean, how dumb can you be to think that I am one day going to be a president through these means that I'm working on, and people will just watch you, knowing very well that you are not even suited to be a minister? That is one of the things that we should worry about. We go back to the issue of the one movement being in charge for over 30 years. And that movement, when you look at the career that that movement has been in charge, you have to wonder, are they really helping us? Are they really emancipating the Africans? Or are they taking them further down as they become richer? They are getting a lot of money that we cannot even have a doubt about it. In parliament, the president gets a lot of money. In the executive, the members of parliament are getting a lot of money, but still, people want to steal. But as the commission continues, we are going to know about all these corrupt politicians. That is one thing I'm very interested in. The farm of Misuse was visited by many people. Many prominent people, politicians were frequenting that farm. We might not be told. Most of them are in parliament. Most of them are raising their voices saying that we care about the poor. But what we should know is that they don't really care about the poor. They care about spreading false information about the poor. But in reality, they care about dying rich so that their kids can continue the legacy of being rich. Black men, you are really on your own and cry the beloved country. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please do click that subscribe button, the like button, and those who can, be a member to support this channel. Until next time, guys. Cheers.